the top three, Arsenal now have the most wins, most goals scored, least goals conceded. Are they on course for this title? You know what? Sensible wisdom is yes, they very much are. But after the events at Anfield yesterday, we're picking over the bones of what was a great match, it has to be said. A drawn match between Liverpool and Manchester City. Liverpool have now failed, though, to beat Manchester City, Arsenal and Manchester United at home this season. So, what does it tell us? What does it tell us, Terry? Big Liverpool fan this morning. First one on this morning. I'm delighted to have you on board. Will that make the difference in the long run? The fact that you haven't managed to get victories over those clubs that I've mentioned. Arsenal, Manchester United and Manchester City at Anfield. Terry, good morning. Good morning, mate.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's disappointing not to get results against these top teams. But when you look at the decisions that some officials are making this season, man, it just doesn't add up at all. I honestly think this title race, again, is going to be decided by VAR and officials who can't do the job. Or it's getting to the point now where everybody's just questioning if it's corrupt, if there's something going on. Because it just doesn't... In what world can you not give a penalty for that yesterday? I don't understand how you guys think it's 50-50.
I think we can rule out corruption, Terry. There's no corruption. Of that, we're damn sure. But, yeah, penalty. I would have said penalty in my limited knowledge of it all. Graeme, you would say...
In real time yesterday, I thought, no, he's pulling out of it. I watched it several times this morning. I think I would be leaning more to a penalty.
Yeah, and you said something after you've watched it.
If I had opportunity to look at that in VAR, I'd have been... Yesterday, I'd have said penalty.
Yeah, but the fact is, Terry, it's
endangering the opposition.
It's a match that's there to be won, and Liverpool, many would argue, could and should have won it.
Oh, without doubt, Luis Diaz should have put his chances away. But that doesn't mean that the standard of officiating should change on the game. Just whether Liverpool should have put the chances away or not. I mean, we can go back to the other season where Rodri handballed it and stuff like that. We've had, what was it, the Arsenal game, going back to the Arsenal game where it should have been a clear penalty. Going back to the Spurs game, it's a Diaz goal. This title race, that is possibly going to be won by 1 or 2 points, and you're getting decisions like these.
Graeme, what do you want to say in that?
Terry, this is, when you same when you support a club, if you play for a club, if you manage a club, you look back on your season. We don't have to look far. In Liverpool's recent games, was it Forest where they got a goal late on where really the ball should have been given to Forest? It was Forest, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last week, yes.
So you can look back and there's the pluses and minuses throughout the season. Either way, and you're talking as if we're not going to still win it. I think Liverpool have got the momentum. I really do. I think there's a feel good factor. Anfield, the manager's leaving. I think everyone at that football club at this stage in the season normally pulls together, but I think they're pulling extra strong at this time.
So you're off the fence now. You're saying Liverpool to win it.
No, but I've said consistently that I thought Liverpool would win it, and the reason I said that is because I felt they were a team that could win games without playing well because they're goal scorers.
Yeah.
But yesterday, look at Salah coming on. Salah's not right. They've got to get these guys back and firing on all cylinders.
Terry, thanks for the call. David's a big Liverpool fan. David, good morning. You go with Graeme then. Are you thinking, your boys are going to do it?
Hi, Jim. Yeah, it's David, by the way, but yeah, it's fine.
David, good morning.
Honestly, good morning, Jim. Honestly, I'm sick. Honestly, I mean, enough's enough. And we need to, please, because I can't take it anymore, Jim. How is that not a penalty? The law states if it's high, if it's reckless, whether you get the ball or not, and he doesn't get the ball, by the way, it's dangerous as a foul. Why do these refs keep saying because it's in a penalty or it's because it's the first one of the game? If it's a foul, it's a foul. Enough. Stop making excuses. It's just a foul. It's as simple as that. It's honestly, Jim, I've had enough. There's no point anymore. There's no point in football. It's killing me. It's all these decisions, and not just Liverpool in general. And I was thinking back to it, right? I've never seen since these Man City owners come in, I've never seen a Man City get a decision against them, going against them. When I went, oh my God, you know what? They've got done by that.
But David, can I put this to you? Are you as equally frustrated at the chances missed by Luis Diaz as you are about that penalty not given?
Jim, yes, I'm not denying that, but Graeme would agree. Football doesn't work like that. Sometimes, Jim, sometimes you might have not even a shot on target, but you might win 1-0 because the team scored. So you just need a bit of luck. Fine, Diaz should have scored, yes. But end of the day, Jim, I would still be calling you, even if Diaz scored and we were 3-4-1 up. I would still call you and say to you, that is a foul.
But Graeme, you played the game, you still say it's 50-50.
No, I've tried to. I said yesterday when I was watching it in real time, I thought he's trying to get he's raised his foot high and he's pulling out. I don't think he's gone with any intent to hurt anyone. He's just realised at the last minute, I'm high here, and he's trying to pull out. But then this morning, when I've seen it, because I didn't watch the replays, I watched after game finish. I generally watch something else. But I saw that incident just as we walked into the studio. And it comes down to it, as David has alluded to, it is dangerous play.
Yeah.
He is endangering his opponent.
But Simon, I tried to point out to him, what frustrates you more, that or Diaz's misses?
Well, it's an easy one to go after the officials all the time, isn't it? Because what you do is what people do, because football's an emotional game and everything driven by emotion, is you look at the things that didn't go your way and you don't look at the things that have gone your way, which is the point that you made earlier on. I don't hear any Liverpool fan coming on and say, we got away with one last week. We got a goal in the last minute against Forest that really and truly, if the referee had done his job properly and made the right decision, we wouldn't have got the... No.
And Graeme rightly pointed that out.
I've had enough of it all. It's all bloody awful.
Yeah.
And it's because an instance has happened against them.
I get the
That's
frustrations people, Liverpool supporters feel frustrated this morning, but we are still...
But they weren't frustrated last week, were they?
Very much in the race.
Were they frustrated last week when Forest got... No frustration last week. Silence. But they're frustrated this week.
That's football supporters do.
Emotional, absolutely.
Not just Liverpool supporters. Football supporters do that.
After all is said and done, though, are Arsenal the big winners of the weekend? Is there still a reticence from some to take Arsenal as seriously as City or Liverpool in this title race? Arsenal fans, you might want to come in on that one. I'm sure you will. 03717 223344 81089.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.